Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kay from Art Executive, and today I'm going to go ahead and work on a piece that I've had for some time. I probably had this maybe 4 or 5 years now. It was packed up. This fish, I do not like. I do not like. It's got like a human face thing going on with it, kind of scary looking. Um, Looks like it could like crawl out of the ocean and turn into like a human or something. I don't know. But anyway, I don't like the face, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to see what I can do to kind of change that up. Also, the coral here that I have, um, I moved some time ago across the state, basically, well, across the country from from one part of the U.S. to the other. And when I transported this piece, it arrived damaged. So this here was broken off. Now this is actually foam. That is foam, and it's covered with a glue that thickens and hardens once it's applied. So when I put the glue on it, it will harden up. But apparently it wasn't hard enough, or during the transport, whoever was shipping it or sending the piece to me kind of damaged it or whatever. So all right, so guys, let me get into it. I'm going to go ahead and change the face here. Rather, I'm going to try to see what I can do to give it a different look. Because again, I really don't like the way it came out. So, also, I want to say this because I was watching a young lady's video a couple weeks back, and she was talking about how she took a few of her pieces to an art show, and it ended up getting damaged, or a couple pieces ended up getting damaged. It was ripped. So, in the near future, I want to show you guys how to go about repairing your canvas material. At times, I'll go into the art store and I'll buy canvas that is, damaged, and they should be able to discount you for that. But I'll go ahead and show you in the near future how you can purchase that and then repair that material and paint over it. So I wish I could have reached out to her when this stuff happened, but nevertheless. So anyway, back to this. I'm going to go ahead and get into trying to see what I can do with this face, and then I'm going to work on this piece here. All right. So let's get into it. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to whiten out the fish's face. So got my big tube white paint here. What I ended up doing was I was squeezing too much from one. Oh, it was here. I was squeezing too much from that area, and actually, it got a hole on the side there where the paint was just coming out every time I was squirting it. So yeah, I've got duct tape on it to to stop it from seeping out there. I also want to. I'm gonna try to see. Well, I want to have you guys give an input on ideas of stuff that I could throw together. As I said, I'm a 3D artist, so um, throw some ideas at me in the comments, and I'll see if I can try to throw something together and create. I like to try, create new stuff that you normally don't see. So, if anyone has seen the one that I'm working on currently, it's the candy dispenser vehicle, little car rolling down the center of the canvas, and you're able to grab candy from underneath it. So I actually have candy inside of it that you can take a piece from the bottom of it. Also, if anybody wants to comment, let me know what some of the wildest pieces that you ever made, ever created. What were some difficult pieces that you've made? No, let me know. I'm curious. One piece that I have that eventually I'm going to show you guys. It's a dental piece, 3D of course, and let me kind of explain it to you. I have a female sitting in a dental chair, and the dentist is over top or leaning over her, working in her mouth, and he's got the dental instruments in her mouth. So his face and her face are 3D. His hands come out of the canvas, and he's gripping the instruments in his hands. So he's sort of like this. He's got the instruments in his hands, and he's working in her mouth, and all that's 3D. So yeah, I'll eventually show that to you guys. And unfortunately, I don't know why I did this. And I know there's other artists out there that do this too. You may have a piece and you're probably holding it for too long, which I've done, and I still do, and I'm trying to break out of that. I'll come back to a piece and look at it maybe 3, 6 months, 9 months, a year later. I'll look at something. Oh man, I need to change this or change that. And what I did was that I went back to that dental piece and I changed her nose. And now that I changed the nose, I do not like it. And I like the way I had it the first time originally. When I see photos of what I had originally, I like that a lot better. So now that piece is still in the making, or reconstruction, if you want to call that construction, or I just got to go over and redo it. Just the nose part, though, I got to redo. Because right now, the way it looks, her nose is too big. So, and that was actually before I started using the concept of lining the eyes up with the with the mouth, the pupil of the eyes when you're drawing a face, the pupils should be at the length of the corner of the mouth. So when you're drawing a head, oval shape, you draw a line down the face. That's the center. And then wherever you're putting the eye, draw a line again for both parts, left eye, right eye. And then down by the mouth, the corner of the mouth should come to that line where the pupil is. So I've I've got some work I have to do on that piece. But again, I'll show you guys eventually what I have there. Also, another technique that I do underneath this fish here to give it that 3D effect, I've got foam. So sometime in the future, I'll show you guys what I do to actually give it that effect. So yeah, it's got foam underneath that. And for the fin here, that's paper. What I'll do is I'll take napkin and sometimes thicken that up with glue, and then use like a wire or like paper clip, put it behind that, straighten everything out on it, and then that's how I get the fin. So I like to have a little relaxing music playing as I'm painting. Helps me to relax, eases the mind. All right, all right. You put a little red in there. We'll see. It's always a challenge to try something new to see what I come up with. I've said that too in my previous videos. It's always good to challenge yourself. You always want to try to step out of your comfort zone when it comes to art. It's the only way you can show someone your true talent if you step out of your comfort zone. Let them see that you can do various things with your art, various styles, techniques. Right. I'm gonna go dark for the eyes. Hmm. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? I do have a lot of sea paintings. I don't know. I just seems like I enjoy doing the sea life. Something about painting the sea life is pretty relaxing. I find it to be relaxing for me. And then to paint something in 3D, challenging and relaxing. At times I could be painting something and just you get lost into your work. And again, I know I'm not the only one that's done that. As a artist, you start doing something and working on something, and all of a sudden you just look up and it's like you've been hours at it, and you're all deep into your work. I don't know if I'm liking it yet. I don't know. I don't know. Can't say. Hmm, okay. All right, guys. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold off on the fish. The rest of the fish. I'm gonna go ahead and color this up here. Mm, I recall growing up as a kid. One of the things that really kind of I'll say irk my nerves. I know people are curious. I mean, they want to know how long you've been an artist. But as a child growing up, that was one question that always bothered me. Like and I mean, I guess people really don't know. Just they would ask, well, so when did you become an artist? How long you been an artist? How long have you been drawing? It's not like I just decided one day to pick up a pencil or paper or something, just start doodling. It's just, and as a kid, I could never answer that question. It's like, I've been doing it since I pick up a pencil. I don't know, just kind of question is that? How long you been drawing? How long have you been an artist? Well, I applied at the age of 5 and filled out an application. I got approved to be an artist, and ever since then, I'm an artist. I don't know. I mean, I'm just thinking, it was just something as a kid that always got on my nerves. We'll see your artwork. Oh, that is nice. How long have you been drawing? Oh, about 45 minutes, hour. I don't know. But, all right. So in a bit, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I don't want to bore you guys too much. I'm sure I'm already kind of boring you. Me and my silence. When I get caught up in my work, it's like I get really deep into it at times. I hope too soon I'll be able to share with you guys some of the animation that I'm coming up with. Um, I enjoy the stop motion animation thing. As a kid, when you watch the holiday little animated thing and it showed Rudolph and all that around Christmas. And as a kid, that always just warmed my heart to just see, the animation that was done. You get lost in that world. So hopefully soon I'll be able to show you guys some of that as well. All right, let's see. All right, guys, I'm not going to bore you too much. So I'm going to end it here. And as I've said before, if you like, please feel free to subscribe, follow along, and I'll chat with you. Peace.